Okay, so I'm doing a video on thematic perspective on chemistry. Chemistry is what I plan to be teaching, and this is kind of a hard one for me to think about. I never thought of a theme or themes. This lesson has given me kind of a new way to look at chemistry and ways to teach it. I guess I'll need to find all kinds of fun ways to teach it. So I thought about it, and when I studied chemistry, what made it really come alive to me was when I would find examples in the real world about, I'd be learning chemistry processes, reactions, and different things, and then I'd go out and see examples in the real world, and that always really brought it home for me. So my initial idea here for this assignment is just the word examples. I thought I could teach, my chemistry lessons, and students could be tasked with finding examples in their everyday life, at home, around the school, examples of that could be used to describe what we're learning in class. Just one obvious example is the oxidation and reduction reactions that happen in the battery in your car. Everybody's got a car with batteries in it, and there's this chemical reaction that we study in chemistry, and this chemical reaction is happening, and it kind of brings it home, makes it real, because a lot of times you study things, something as theoretical as chemistry, you could study all these reactions, but you never really realize, where do these reactions happen? When do they happen? Why is it important for me to study these reactions? So I thought we could, from week to week, as we're studying new concepts and new reactions and new things in chemistry, I could have the kids look for examples, real examples. Now, not every reaction type will have an obvious real-world example that they can find easily, like a car battery, but maybe some weeks they could expand their search to the greater world, and they can get online and do some research and find some story or find some example that explains the processes that we're learning. Kids need to learn how to do research, so that could be an added bonus to the theme. So I was thinking to take this idea a little bit further. I thought I could, maybe not every week, but on some weeks, when kids came back with examples that explained things, or examples that they thought explained things, obviously we want to verify if they're, if they had the right thing. If they came back with an example that they thought explained that week's lesson, I'd have to give this some more thought, but some experimentation would be involved to see if they were looking at what they thought they were looking at. I don't have any real details. I have to think about this a lot more, but experimentation is obviously something that we can fit in there. And then as I got to think of this more, one of the last thoughts I came up with is students could finish up the year maybe with, they could put together a notebook or a journal or something, portfolio, whatever you want to call it, kind of a collection of what they've learned that year, and they could put examples, like for oxidation reduction, maybe they could explain what it was, have a couple of textbook examples, explain how it works, and then below that they could have some pictures and have their examples. Maybe a car battery is the example that I'm using right now, but there's other forms of oxidation and reduction reactions that people can find around their home and around the school, whatever. And maybe for this final project, they could use examples that they found or some that other kids found. Maybe there could be some consensus on what were the best examples for a particular exercise or reaction that week. I don't know. It's just, I haven't thought about it a whole lot. It was, like I said, kind of a struggle to come up with a theme for chemistry. But I think I'm kind of onto something, and I'll work with it some more. And that's it.